much, Reddy. Alright, so we're gonna start off the interview by what high school did you go to?
I went to Marshfield High School in Marshfield, Massachusetts.
What was that?
It was good. It was. I graduated in 1981, so most of my high school career was in the late 70s. And I would say like the fashion statement would have been a lot of flannel and kids wearing what were known as feather haircuts.
Feather haircuts.
Yeah, I did not have one. No.
What kind of haircut did you have?
I would just call it like a generic haircut, not the brush back that I have now.
Is there anything that you wish you knew as your first year of teaching? Or that you wish you knew back?
Yeah, what I often tell, like I've had a few student teachers over the years, and what I tell them is like as a first year teacher, I sort of fooled myself into thinking that once like 5 years in, I would have like all my stuff ready, and that it would be so much easier. And I feel like now that I've been teaching for 20 years, I work harder now than I ever did. So what I wish I knew as my first year teacher is that like this job is always evolving, and you are always striving to get better at it, and not necessarily like putting together work that you'll just keep giving to kids for the next 15 years.
Yeah. All right. The first question is, what college did you go to?
I went to several colleges. I started at UNE, then I switched majors and went to UMass for a semester, then came back to UNE, and then I did my master's work. I graduated from UNE, got an undergraduate, and then my master's work was at USM.
And where were you born?
I was born in a town near Marshfield called Weymouth, Massachusetts, about, 20 minutes away from Marshfield, where the hospital was.
How long did you live there for?
In Marshfield, I lived there up until I was 19, and then I moved up here off campus as a college student at UNE, and never came back. So I've lived in Maine since 1986, since 1983.
You're a real Mainer.
Or so. Yeah, well, not exactly. Never be a real Mainer.
Your favorite childhood memories?
I think looking back, some of my favorite childhood memories were vacations I went on with my family. We used to go to a place in Cape Cod, a hotel that we stayed at every year, which was awesome. And then we always went on camping trips to an island called Martha's Vineyard off the coast of Massachusetts. So very fond memories of those vacations.
That's nice. And what your favorite subject in high school? And why?
The two subjects I liked were science and social studies. And originally I went to school I wanted to study marine biology. That's what was my original goal. And then when I got to college, certain courses that you had to take to be a marine biologist were really hard for me anyway. So I switched majors, and here I am as a history major now with social studies career.
That's good. And if you had a movie made about you, who would be starring in?
All right, so in my younger days, I was often told that I looked a lot like Mel Gibson, so I'm going to say Mel Gibson.
Good choice. Why do you enjoy being a teacher?
I enjoy being a teacher because, for two reasons. It's really fun making connections with the kids and having those sort of positive relationships and having a positive impact on them. And I really love teaching the subject matter.
The last one is, if you could be anything else besides a teacher, what would you be?
I think that in a perfect world, I would have become a professional surfer.
Surfer?
Yeah, that was always been like the dream job. Like that would be so great.
You like surfing?
I would love to just be a surfer for a living. I love the ocean. Love being in the ocean. Love being in the waves.
Yeah, makes sense why you want to be a marine biologist.
That too. Yeah.
All right.